What a beautiful baby. That is what strangers at the grocery store would say about my baby sister when I was about 3. And then I would say, you can take her. No, really, you can have her. I was the only child in the family before my sister was born, which was an awesome setup for me. Someone always wanted to bring me to the zoo, do crafts, bake cake, read bedtime stories. And then my sister came along, and everyone started talking baby talk, and people were not impressed that I knew my entire alphabet, and no one wanted to read me bedtime stories anymore. I decided I would have to fix this chaos. I did that by trying to give my sister away to strangers and developing some behaviors. One of them was taking off every sheet, blanket, and pillow off of every bed in the entire house, making a nest at the bottom of the stairs, and each stair slowly catapulting myself off of it into the giant nest. It was awesome. Another game I liked to play was lava, like in the waiting room of the dentist office, where all of a sudden I would shriek, "Oh my God, you're melting!" before jumping onto a chair in the waiting room, or maybe the grocery store and trying to fit onto a shelf. My dad started working 3rd shift, so my mom was spending a lot of time with us. I had not risen to my former glory, but I had managed to co-opt my sister into my shenanigans. My mom had stormed out of some errand, and we were in the back seat, and I was able to get us both to chant in unison, "Mean mommy, mean mommy, mean mommy." This went a little differently. She kind of whipped the car into the driveway really fast, jumped out of the car, didn't close the door, ran into the house, didn't close the door to the house. That's weird. I unbuckled my sister, you get out of the car, and I'm still outside when I hear, "You made me so mad I shit myself." From the bathroom, down the hallway, down the stairs to the front door. I'm like, oh, well, it's too late now. It was shortly after that, my mom sat me down for a very serious talk. "Marla, I didn't want to have to tell you, but I think things are getting too dangerous. There are monsters that come in the middle of the night and steal children who misbehave from their bed. I know because they came for me. I was a little bit older than you, and I heard them crawl into my room at night, and I could hear their growling getting closer and closer to my bed. And then all of a sudden, our trusty golden retriever, Agatha, started barking and barking and barking and barking. And all of a sudden, everything went silent. I jumped out of bed, put on all the lights. The whiner monsters were gone, and so was Agatha. This was not the bedtime story I had imagined. And it hit a chord with me. I was terrified. We had a family dog. I did not want to be taken. What I pictured when we heard the term whiner monsters was the book Where the Wild Things Are, but instead of monsters stealing me and taking me to an island where I'd have a blast and learn a moral, they were gonna take me to an island and kill me. So I was like on the straight and narrow. I stopped throwing tantrums in the grocery store. I stopped messing with my sister in the back seat. I was like on it. And in child time, I felt like I was good for years, but the reality was it was probably a couple of months. And then one fateful day, we went to JCPenney. And I don't know why they designed clothing racks to be perfect clubhouses, but I just couldn't help myself. I fell off the good behavior wagon. I jump in one of the racks, and I remember touching all the clothes. And I pop out, terrify an older woman who's, oh my God. Instead, I immediately jump into another rack. My mom tries to grab me. I'm too fast. There are too many racks. Eventually, she does catch me by my arm, drags me out, throws me in the back seat. I'm with my sister, and I remember thinking, well, I'm already in trouble, double down. And then I start fucking with my little sister till she starts crying. I couldn't stop myself. So we got home, I'm sent to my room. Fine, I'm in my room. And then all of a sudden, the sun starts to set. And this sense of dread starts to come over me because I realize there is no way they're not coming. So I walk out of my bedroom to my mom and I inform her, I can't go to sleep. And she talks to me. I say, the whiner monsters are gonna come. And she assures me that I should go to bed. And that's when I start to get like very upset. And I realize like, no, Mom, I'm gonna die. You don't understand. Bawling my eyes out down to like child's pose on the ground because I am convinced I am going to die. And all of a sudden my mom pauses for a second and she says, Marla, you know what? I forgot to tell you. If you put pantyhose on your doorknob, it will protect you. And she hands me like very adult, gross, fake nude / brown pantyhose. And I remember holding it like, what? But I have to put my faith in this because the only other option I have is that I'm gonna die. So I put it on the doorknob and I go to bed and I eventually pass out and fall asleep. And I wake up the next morning, oh my God, I'm still alive. I haven't been stolen. And I run out of my room and I get to the door. Pantyhose gone. They clearly came and took the pantyhose and it protected me. So I slept with pantyhose on my doorknob till I was 12. And 5 years later, learned out my mom never even had a golden retriever. Thank you so much.